Hello again, everyone. So I'm back, and instead of doing a Twisted Wonderland nendoroid like I said I was going to do, well, I actually said I was going to do this one as soon as it came in, and I haven't even opened the box yet. I did remove the address, so y'all can't track me down. But let's go ahead and show this bad boy up. I actually said that as soon as he came in, I was going to do a video because I was so excited about getting him. I got the notification that it was coming today, and I fell down the stairs going down to get it. Ooh, that's different. Yeah, Tokyo Otaku mode sent like an actual, I mean, I know it's a AI drawing, but it actually looks like a real girl. Here he is. Kyo from Fruits Basket is finally here. I was gonna make a Schrodinger cat joke, but I couldn't think of one quick enough. So exciting! Just cleaned up, and I'm gonna like throw this box down here. So anyway, the box. It is kind of a muted, like orange, brown. Like it looks brown, but it looks more orange in the camera. But as you all know, this is Kyo Soma from the anime Fruits Basket, and he is nendoroid 1916. We're getting real close to 2000. I feel sorry for the person that wants to collect all 2000 nendoroids. Anyways, so nothing really special about the box. The color is kind of different. I wouldn't say it's bad. This is by Toy Tech, but I have good feelings about him, especially after my reaction to Yuki, because I absolutely love Yuki. I think he came out great. I did hear he wasn't as good as Yuki, but I was like, well, let me be the judge of that. Can't, like, as long as it's not as bad as the Love is War nendoroids that they did, I think we'll be fine, even though that's not really saying much. Yeah, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into him, open him up, and put him in a couple different poses, because I'm really excited to see this one. Okay, looking at him in the blister packaging, we have his backpack, which is falling out probably because I popped the lid open before I got the stand off, because I always want to take the stand off before opening the top blister package, because things tend to go everywhere when you're pulling this thing off. Anyways, he comes with his cat, of course, which looks really cute. He's got two alternate bent arms. He's got a sitting pose, which I'm going to test him like I did Yuki and see if he'll sit on his own. And then he's got a cute little rice ball, and of course his he comes with a standard face, which is kind of like more of a neutral or angry. Then he's got his like sweet face that he really only shows Toru, but I don't understand why they include it if they're not going to make a Toru. And then of course his angry face, which is probably what I'm going to set him with. I actually might change Yuki's over to his irritated face and pose them together. But yeah, anyways, not too much, but everyone knows how I am with nendoroids by now. Like, I'd rather you give me a nice product. Like, I'd rather there be less, I'd be okay with less accessories as long as the quality's good. Because sometimes I feel like sometimes with some nendoroids, like they push too many accessories and then they kind of like rush it out, and then the quality kind of suffers at the same time. I'm more quality over quantity. With nendoroids and accessories. But anyway, enough stalling. We're going to go ahead and open him, put him in a couple of different poses. Okay, so here's the first pose I decided to do. It's kind of like the little bit of a hand on a hip kind of thing. It doesn't really, it's not like executed 100% because otherwise his arm doesn't go all the way in. I guess that's why they show it from the side. But I was like, well, let's go ahead and try it. And I did notice one problem with mine. He has a little chip, if you can see in his hand, in the bent arm. There's a little bit of a chip, but hopefully, I don't think I'm going to pose him this way. Hopefully it won't be as noticeable if I put him in a different pose, because it's only the back of the arm anyway. His bracelet actually comes off and on. You just switch it out based on the arm. So it wasn't really that difficult putting them together. And something, I don't know if I mentioned this with Yuki, I actually really love the fact that they did these summer uniforms, because then that way they can do they don't have to do the full arm, and it still looks better than if they did the winter and cut it off at the if they segmented the arms like they have been doing. So I actually really like the fact that they did the summer uniforms, and wish they would do that with more of the nendoroids that are in school uniforms, if they're going to continue to do the cutoff of the arm, because sometimes it just looks very apparent. Like it's like, I understand if it's dark, it's not that hard to see, but when it's like flesh or like it's white color, sometimes it's a little bit of an eyesore. Because that's like, I have Marin come in, and I'm super excited about her, but I know her arms have the cutoff, and she has her top is white, so you can see the lines very apparently, where stuff like this I just feel is like it gets the job done and is still very aesthetically pleasing. And of course the little cat, if my phone will focus. I mean, he's not super duper detailed, but he's super cute, and he does have that Kyo like blah face, or the angry face on him. So, but yeah, this is the first pose. So, like I said, I think the hair, it's got some little stuff in it, but I think I can wash that off. But yeah, it's got a nice gradient to it, actually. Like, I'm really pleasantly surprised. Oh, there went the kitty. Anyways, that is the first pose. Now we're going to get into the second. All right, so here is his next pose. I spoke too soon. This is another pose that's very apparent on that little, let's see if it'll focus, that little cut right there. Yeah, it's very apparent in this pose. So I just used the arm from the other, used his other arm. So he has like two left arms right now. But still works. Sadly, when I was doing the, when I was swapping out his faceplates, it does feel like these are scratches in the paint. Versus just dirt. So let's see. So I will be contacting Good Smile Company. I did try to get it off with just water, but it wouldn't come off, and I did feel that it had like you could feel stuff in there. So I really do think it's scratching the paint. So I'll just contact them and see if they'll send me a replacement for that front hairpiece, because I think the back is perfectly fine. But I might as well see about getting the busted up hand. So he's 1 point down from Yuki already. But it's kind of sad, because I do, as far as the anime and stuff is concerned, I do prefer Kyo over Yuki. But anyways, I think this I think this is basically him. Like, this is, like, I'm like, okay, I might not do the sitting pose, or I might have him angry doing the sitting pose, but this is so freaking, this is really cute. The pose and everything. He doesn't come with any alternate legs or anything either. It's just the sitting pose or the straight legs. Now, I do like how they got his like orange little shoes and his orange little undershirt. I think it's really cute. But yeah, it just sucks that I seem to get like the crap end of the quality control sometimes. But hey, it's the game you play with nendoroids these days. You see, there was black stuff up here, but I rubbed it right and it came right off. But yeah, anyways, this is the second pose. I'm going to go ahead and do him in his sitting pose and see if he'll sit on his own. All right, and here he is in his final pose of the day, looking really cute. I noticed that none of the pictures on the box actually showed him using the bag. So I was like, okay, well, let me try it. Like, you almost have to like have the arm not go all the way in for him to like hold on to the bag, because the hand's going to touch the bag. I mean, it still works, but it's just kind of like, okay. And the strap covers the gap in the arm. But I was just really surprised at like the fact that it wasn't even displayed on the box. So I completely forgot about it. But yeah, anyway, just like Yuki, his shirt goes into the pants very smoothly. I don't think it's as seamless as the Yuki one was, but still it's really nice, and I feel like they've really done a nice job with those those pieces, because a lot of times I have pieces like that they kind of like, it's hard to get it in, or you're afraid of breaking something. Like, this just feels like it fits like it should. Anyways, got his little rice ball, and I really hope that they do make a Toru. I don't know if you can tell, he has like this little blush under his eyes, because this would be like a perfect pose to go with Toru. Anyways, I really do love him, despite the issues that I had with mine. I still, for some reason, I still like Yuki like slightly better, but I think it's just because of he was a little bit more seamless in this, and just for the simple fact that his quality was slightly better. But still, this is nowhere near as bad as the Toy Tech ones. So I can forgive a little bit of quality control here and there, as far as like my expectations of Toy Tech nendoroids are concerned. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what Fruits Basket nendoroid you would like them to make. I'm dead set on Toru. I was kind of like, oh, you know, I'd give anything for Momiji, and I still would, but I really think that they need to make Toru, because they have poses for both Yuki and Kyo that would fit with Toru versus them being together. Like, he's not going to have that reaction next to Yuki. But yeah, anyways, I hope y'all leave a like, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Later.